Hello, everyone. Let me get this cup out of the way. Anyway, I'm working on my universal number base converter, right? And I had a problem yesterday. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to troubleshoot and I'm going to see if I can solve this problem. So, hold on one second. Okay, so here is the program that I was working on. Hold on a sec. All right. Okay. Here is the program that I was working on. And basically, what happened was that it went straight to the analysis instead of going to the base. I was trying to trigger the base zero, so and it went straight to analysis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up here to Exchanger, and I'm going to say what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment this out for a second, right? And I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go base zero. All right, so I just want to test this to see. I just want to test this to make sure that the problem that the problem that I'm seeing is the actual problem. So let's go ahead and double click this. All right, so 130, starting base 10, ending base 0. Okay. Okay, so it does actually work. It does actually work. So, but the problem is, I think what the problem is that this. I think the reason why it kept skipping to the else instead of doing the if and elif. I think the reason it kept skipping to else is because I did not cast the end base as an integer. I think what happened was that when I entered the when I entered the when I entered the when I entered the number, it assumed that I was making a string and not integer. So let's go on ahead and well, why don't we be really fancy and why don't we comment out the base zero right there, and why don't we save that and let's see if it works this time. So uh, yeah, okay, 130 starting base equals 10. Starting base. I think that's the issue. Yeah, I think that was the issue. Yeah, I think that was the issue. So the actual issue was that I had it in the wrong order. So I was supposed to put base zero in the first one, and ending base would be, I guess, base 10. And no, no. So um, that's not working. So something else is up here. So I think so. So I think that so I no that so I was wrong about that. So I was wrong about that. So I was wrong about that. I was wrong about that. So let's go back. Let's go back and try it again. So okay, 135. Okay, starting base is base 10. Yeah, base 10. Ending base 0. Okay, okay. Now I got it working. Yeah, I was wrong about that. I thought I was supposed to put zero in the starting base, but I was supposed to put zero in the ending base. So that's just me being weird. So anyway, let's see. Yeah. So why don't we try? Let's see if it. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't reload the it doesn't reload the thing. So why don't we do the same thing? 135 and starting base is base 10, ending base is base 1. Okay. All right. The answer is 1. Okay. So all right. So it's working. It's working. So that's all I wanted to do for now. That's all I wanted to do for now. I wanted to add in a case for the base 1 and base 0. And why don't I do this now as well? So um, 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 why don't I do this now? Int in base is less than 0, and okay. And this is wrong. This is wrong. So this is wrong. So yeah, this is wrong. So go elif int in base is greater than 1. If it's greater than 1, so we start. So we do the actual calculations at base 2. We do the actual calculations at base 2. So if in, as a matter of fact, why don't I just do this? Why don't I just do this? Why don't I just do this? If it's greater than or equal to 2, because, well, okay, obviously I'm casting this as an integer, so it's not gonna be like a floating point number between 1 and 2. It's gonna be an integer, either 1 or 2. But just as an added security feature, I'm gonna put in greater than or equal to 2. Just as an added security feature. So just in case the integer casting doesn't work or whatever, I want to be able to do that. So, okay. Okay, is less than 0. Okay. Okay. Else. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So base base all right. So I want to if greater than or equal to 2 and int in base is less than length of num index. Okay, so that's important because if somebody puts in like 100 as the index, if somebody puts 100 as the base, then I'll be in trouble. So anyway, so I want it to be flexible because I don't want to have to do. I want it to be flexible because I don't want to have to reprogram that in every time. 135. Okay. Starting base 10 and ending base 0. Alright. Do it one more time. Okay, starting base 130. Starting number, starting base is 10 and ending base is 1. Okay. The answer is 1. Okay, so starting base what did I put the error case in here? No, I did not put the error case in here. So, alright, so I'll have to go back and do that again in a second. So anyway, starting number is 135, base is 10, starting base is 10. No, starting base is, I'll say 20. Okay, alright, so it works. And okay, alright, so why don't I put an else in here? Else. Okay, print error. Will Robinson. Okay, I know it's supposed to be. I know it's supposed to be Danger Will Robinson, but I decided to put Error Will Robinson. And let's load this up. 135. Okay, starting base is 10. Okay, ending base I'll say 200. Okay. All right. So I made a slight mistake. Okay. Open with Notepad. All right. So print Error Will. Okay. Gets equals input. Please press enter. Enter. Okay. All right. So. 135. Base 10. Ending base 200. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I got the basics of this down. I got the basics of this down, and I want to move on to the next section, which will be to okay. Why don't I do this? So why don't I do this? I'll do that later. I'll do that later. So basically, the next step, I have to create a function that verifies that what I'm looking at is a number. That verifies that what I'm looking at is a number, and then I'll be able to come up. I'm gonna test this one more time. So 135 base 10, and ending base is gonna be base. I'll say so in this program there is 52. There's 62 bases. So why don't I do this? Why don't I do 61? Okay, it's working correctly. It's working correctly. Okay. It's working correctly. Alright. It's working correctly. Alright. It is working correctly. Alright. Base 61. It is working correctly. Alright. So I do not have, as far as I know, I do not have the final there are 3 tens and 5 ones. Okay. So it's looking pretty good. So I still don't have the second half of this program together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add. I gotta add a function that verifies that it's a number. I gotta add a function that verifies that. So I've already verified that it's within the limits of. Why don't I try this one more time? 135. Starting base. Starting base is 10 and 10. And ending base is let's see, ending base is I want to say what was the reason that I wanted to do this? So, I don't remember what the reason was that I wanted to do it. So I guess let's just try. Okay, okay, okay. So that was the reason. So, that was the reason why I wanted to do that. So this is saying that I've only got 61 uh, bases. I've only got 61 bases. Uh, this is saying that I've only got 61 bases in the program. Um, it should be 62. I'm probably missing. Yeah, I'm glad I looked at that. So 0 to 9, that's 10. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. I don't know why it's saying that this. I don't know why it's saying that this. So the 60. So that's interesting. So I don't know why it's saying that I probably forgot a. I probably forgot a. I probably forgot a parenthesis somewhere. I probably messed up, or maybe I forgot a comma. But there's something that is wrong with this because it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be 61 bases. It should be. Maybe I put the. Maybe I put the. Maybe I put the comma on the wrong side of the parenthesis for one of these. So it shouldn't be 61 bases. It should be 62. Hmm. Let's see. It's not because it's zero index. I know that's not the issue. It's not because it's zero index. I know that's not the issue. Um, hmm. So I'm missing one of these. I'm missing I'm missing one of these. So one of these up here is missing. And I have to look through all of these to see which one of these. Well, why don't I do this? Why don't I do this? So I'm going to, I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna copy this all the way up to here, right there. And I'm gonna copy this, and I'm going to test index equals. All right, so, all right. Okay, test index I'll say test index 1, and then I want to go test index 2. Okay. Okay. So because it's one of the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say test index 1, test index 2. All right. Okay. And seeing them side by side, it looks like seeing these two side by side, they look pretty even. So it doesn't look like I made that mistake. So it looks like both of these lists are exactly the same length. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 0 to 9. It couldn't be because it's 0 index, could it? I don't know. So it should be 52 plus 10, which should be 62. I don't know what's going on with this. So, well, I guess I could try. Okay. Test index 3 equals. Alright, so when I'm going ahead and grab this 0 to 9. Okay. So J is the 10th number. So there's 10 integers, 10 integers or 10 numbers right here because they line up with the J. So I'm not missing any numbers. I'm not missing anything. So, you know what? That's where I made the mistake. So that's where I made the mistake. It wasn't that the list wasn't long enough. The problem was that I forgot to put less than or equal right here. Yeah, I forgot to put less than or equal. So I could have saved myself. I might as well leave that stuff there. But I could have saved myself a whole lot of trouble if I just looked at that. I forgot to put less than or equal right here. That's just. I'm sorry. That stuff's hilarious. Yeah. So thank you very much, and have a great day. Goodbye.